Remember me?
Someone done early crack last minute. Someone tested them something else. So you come early. So you walk in the studio and someone test. Last minute I come and take about 10, 15 minutes. Now you're there now. So you didn't even know that. After you come and do the testing.
I go to show when that John was here. We don't say something hard, man, hard or something.
Hello?
70 people coming this year. Frank, I say coming this year.
So me earlier than everybody.
John there, or something. Get me going, John there. Training session.
Alright, tell them.
Start the talk there, maybe. Good, start the talk. Talk those people, they come to.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Alright.
First ball delivered by Pollard. Huh? Pollard. Yeah. Beaten outside the off stump. No ball signal by umpire Scouten as Trish Phillip is on duty behind the stumps, proving to be invaluable for the men from Rising Suns. Police winning the toss and deciding to bat. Must have learned a lesson from the other day. Flashing outside the off stump again. Good pace. Pitch. Living up to its bidding. Three deliveries being bowled. No run. Mentor is in the solitary slip position. There's a point. Short cover. And shorten it off. Bowling. Yorker. Lovely delivery. You know, it didn't look as if he had a chance. Came down on it late. Boy, shattering the middle stump. So, Police seems to be in a spot of bother. 1 wicket down, no run. Lovely delivery. I have no idea. Lovely day for cricket. There's a southerly breeze. Pretty warm day on the island. The weather people is suggesting that we're in for a serious heat wave, which seems to be consistent in terms of the pattern all over the world. Just day before yesterday, New York was 100 degrees, and with that kind of humidity, it feels like you're in the Sahara Desert. We are a little short-handed because we don't have the privilege of having a scorer, so we're actually operating on a blank slate. We don't know who's the incoming batsman.
Malik Jarrad, it looks like. Malik Jarrad, that looks like Jarrad.
Malik Jarrad?
It does look so, yes.
Pollard must feel pretty good about himself. No runs on the board. And the opening batsman is back in the pavilion. Lovely shot up to cover. Played off the back foot. Still no run. 5 balls gone. No score. One
No ball.
win the no ball. Yes. 1 for 1. Is that Joel Andrew in the cover? Flashing again outside the Austin. That should have been the over signal. I don't know.
One more ball.
Oh, did that mean the no ball? Yes. Still no runs. We'll circumspect. Half forward, half back. That brings up the end of the over. The score at the end of 1. 1 for 1.
No, 2 for 2 runs, 1 wicket. 2 for 1.
2 no ball.
No, 1 no ball, and they open bat scored a single off the first hit.
Oh, okay.
And then the
Mark,
back came down.
Mark, I never thought that I would have to defer to you in terms of being able to see better than I can, but look, it happens. It happens. Thank you, Mark, for that correction.
Remember, I was able to see how to out you.
Yes. And you had to be pretty decent. Mark Charles is going to show his versatility. He's put on the headphones, so we should be hearing from him shortly. It looks like young mentor from the hospital then. Rather aggressive field placing. One first slip and third. Short third man. Short cover. I'm on down on the square cover boundary in a sweeping position. Trying to rehearsing the right stroke, ball outside the Austin, trying to drag it onto the onside. Game crawling along at the snail's pace. Driven down to, and I don't blame the fieldsman for taking evasive action. And shot mid on, struck firmly for the first boundary. Score is now 6 for 1, and this is the second over. We remind you that you are viewing or listening to the Parish League Network, streaming from the Rising Sun cricket ground, wrapped on the pad. Umpire showing absolutely no interest. Ball going down the leg side. Pulled down to forward of square. Batsman coming back for 2. Could result in an extra overthrow. Ball taking a pretty awkward bounce, and they're actually going to get 4. 2 overthrows. Sloppy cricket by the Rising Sun team. Because they must be saying that anything that the policemen can make, they can double that. So it's going out 10 without loss, Ahmad.
Correct.
Hitting high and hard. It's going to beat the fielder into the boundary. The long on was a little too shallow. Had he been closer to the boundary, he probably would have been able to make a catch of it. 14 without loss. Batsman effortlessly playing that one over the long on boundary. Mark, I don't know if you're following the basketball championship, but the New York Knicks, that one punched down to extra cover for 4. Score rapidly moves on to 18. And the end of the second over. So, Mark, the policemen have
Definitely pulled it back in the second over.
yes, scoring at now 9.
Yeah, 16 out of that first over.
9 runs and over.
Yeah.
But back to the basketball championships, I think that I'm a Laker fan.
I'm a Laker fan too, but I think at this point in time, Clive, is best the Spurs just give it to New York. You can't be ahead by 30 points and let a team come back and beat you. Come on.
Yes, that
And that's twice in 2 of the games. So
Yeah,
it's
that-
best you just tell them take it and
it could be very, very discouraging.
yes,
I do agree with you, but still, Mark, you've got to give the New York Knicks some credit.
of course, yeah. I think it's just their year.
Yes. That one played down to short backward point.
When it's your year, you do everything correct.
Yes.
And they have been down 23 points, 31 points. And
Especially in the third quarter. That's danger.
yes, and they
That's the
and,
danger zone.
and they have been coming back. And for the Spurs, well, my son was watching it and he says that the coach needs to be fired.
I would lean towards those statements from your son because it all comes down to clock management. When you misfielded there and shot back was square, resulting in 2 runs. Yeah, when you're up 29 in the third,
Come on.
you've got to work some magic with your clock.
Of course.
And if you see the home team especially gaining momentum, you've got to implement all kinds of different tactical
Yeah.
operations to slow down the team.
Because it would mean that you would have to turn the ball over 15 times.
Correct. All right.
A minimum.
Yes. Beaten outside the off stump.
But as you say, give credit to New York.
Yes, they stuck.
Stuck with it right to the end and won the game by 1.
Right. They had a game plan, and they stuck to the game plan, and they got the desired result.
Correct.
So the closeout game is tomorrow, or is it Sunday?
I don't know.
They're going back to San Antonio, so
No, it's usually 2-3 for the finals.
so are they playing in New York? That's
Again.
what you're saying?
Yes, they're going to play the 3rd game in New York.
Well, that's it. Yes, that's it.
Because the way how they have them now, you cannot win tomorrow night.
No. I cannot see them being in a position to pull off a miracle.
Beat me that, as you would have recognized, that the Spurs have gone to 2 Game 7s, huh?
Correct. Correct.
And have beaten the teams away.
Right. And many may say, Mark, that was yesterday. Short, beating the batsman and the wicketkeeper.
There's no signal. He signaled dead ball.
Oh, okay.
Not sure what happened. Looked like he knocked the stumps down on the other end with his body.
Right.
So it's a dead ball. Oh, he changed the signal now to leg by Cruyff.
Leg by. That's a big error.
Gerald was played on.
Sorry about the break in transmission. But to bring you up to date, another wicket has fallen for the policeman. Batsman playing on to a foolish delivery from Pollard. So the score is now
20.
20 for 2.
Yes. 20 for 2. 20 is 18 and 4. 22.
22 for 2 in this the
third over.
third over.
Yes. I'll just a moment, Cruyff. I'll get you just 16 and 4. 24 for 2
24 for 2.
at the end of the third over.
All right, Mark, and I know that your maths is nearly as good as mine. So they are going along at 8, exactly 8 and over.
Mm-hmm.
Policemen must be thinking about a speedy recovery. Is he announcing his arrival? Lovely shot, straight down the ground. May have a little controversy brewing. The fielder taking the catch, stepping over the boundary and throwing the ball back. The replay says that he did not make the catch because he was falling backwards against the ropes. Umpire signaling 6. Wide, 4 wides, signaled by the umpire. No, really. Yeah. I don't believe in Santa Claus, but if he says that he's coming. And Frank Guy was supposed to be coming, and John was supposed to be coming 15 minutes. Now it's half an hour.
What is that? Four wides?
Yes. 4 wide signal by the umpire. So a 6 and a 4. Batsman pulls out of the umpire signaling dead ball.
Let it have a be Marsley. Valuation fair. That's Marcelin batting. Hello. I forget. Valuation fair batting.
And have to endure a little bit of difficulty, but the ball did go for 4 byes, Mark?
This last one, no, is a dead ball.
Dead ball, okay.
Yeah. Because the batman pulled away and the ball
Right.
still bowled the ball.
Still a ball, all right. Stroked down the ground on the onside. Mento coming across from. Don't see that very often. That they
Real orthodox field.
correct.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Lovely
shot.
shot.
And he's
Yeah,
bound to win the bowler.
Seems to be a little bit of foreplay between the batsmen. The batsman saying to the young mentor, go back to your mark and come again. What's the score, Mark? 30.
40.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's a quick 40.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll tell you in just a second. Yeah.
14 is the fourth over.
Yes, I'll tell you just now. It was 24 and 10, 24 and 6. It should be 40. I missed something here, but I'll tell you in a while. After the back check. 4 to 6.
If that is
16 and 4, 20,
exactly the score, they would be going at 10 and over.
Just about, yeah. I got
With
sent
a
up
delivery,
the phone,
with a
that's about-
delivery or two
Yeah.
left in the over. Short, and then Mento actually got away with murder. Short on a pretty good pitch.
6, 12,
Batsman missed time in that one.
20, 24, 20, 29, 30. Okay. So it's 38, right?
38 for 2, and this the fourth over. Played down to mid-on. 1 run.
6,
Still a ball to go.
No, oh. Oh, the wide. Somebody just smile for me.
Pretty warm in the studio, Mark.
Very
I'm
much.
going to,
Yes, it's pretty good.
I'm going to request that either fan or an air condition we put in.
Yes, we'd have
for
to
the
speak
next
to
game?
management about that.
Yes, yes, yes. And that would go through one ear and come through the next.
He's listening.
Yes, even if we'd wait long enough for that to be done. The left-hander comes in the strike. It's meant to wide outside the off stump. Wide signal by umpire Thomas. Manto is not enjoying a good time. 39 for 2. And this is the fourth over. I think that Mento is definitely inclined to make sure that it moves up to 10 and over. Spotted outside the off stump. Going through, no harm done. At the end of 4, at the end of the power play, Police winning the toss, electing to bat. They are 39 for 2.
Let's send a back check just now. Wide, 5, 6, 10, 14, 39, 40.
Understanding that on Saturday, Mark, that you'll be starting the last of the cricket for the season.
Yes. Oh, yes. 6, 7, 4, 6, 12, 17,
Lovely shot off the back foot, and he cracks that one through the covers, 4 run. Way too short by Pollard on a pretty good pitch. Got the treatment that it deserves. Score moves on to 43,
44.
44.
Yeah. I'm just back checking here with them. 6
And Merlin seems to be
10.
getting his runs in boundaries.
Marcelin.
Huh?
Marcelin.
Marcelin, sorry.
I forget his name. I think the other left-hander batter is Taddy pass me the sheet, the police. The sheet, them 2 sheets.
I think that Marcelin is on 34, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you that. Yes, we missed something here.
Down the leg side, clip down to deep backward square. Misfielded,
2 leg.
resulting in 2 runs. Score now 45 for 2.
46, yeah, I have 46. Well, I believe I'm short of a buy here.
Full toss, pull down to backward square. Misfielded down there again
And a no ball.
to add insult to injury. That was a no ball. 2 full by Pollard. And all Messelin needed to do was to help it around the corner. He did exactly that, hitting it down to backward square. Fielded down there, getting a awkward bounce, and the ball went into the boundary for 4. Looks like the fielder is going to have
So he's
a
that's
problem.
5 runs up.
Yes,
1, 2, 3.
may have a problem retrieving that one because he turned around and probably lost the direction of the ball. All right, so there's a halt in play as we welcome a junior commentator. Junior commentator Clement. We have been
No respect, Daddy.
graced by his presence, and very often he makes promises that he has no intentions of keeping. But today we will do battle. He has ended up on the short end more often than not. But we welcome any adjustment that needs to be made has to be made by the junior commentator, Mark. And until his status is elevated, which may happen this season, it all depends. It all depends on how often he comes to the games, because if he comes to the If he comes to the games as often as he needs to come, he may actually be elevated to between senior and whatever fits between senior and medium. But he is here. Good afternoon, Clement. Good afternoon to you. You've been missing in action, and you don't have to go to a long explanation as to why you've been missing, because we all know.
Good afternoon to fans and listeners of Antigua, rest of the Caribbean, and the world by extension. I do not owe Mr. Emmanuel an explanation, but I think I can give an explanation for the fans. I'm one of the hardest working men in Antigua and Barbuda, and as a result, it is kind of difficult to balance these priorities. I also thought it as a good way to get you to catch up on your skills, so that the fewer times I came would allow you to do so. I have realized that is not a working strategy, because you have not improved. So I'm going to have to try to devise another strategy to get you there.
Well, look, I mean, I didn't expect anything better. Welcome again, Clement.
Welcome, Clement.
Thank you.
You can bring him up to speed with the score, Mark.
Yes,
And
just
the
now,
nature of the
yes,
game, thank
and
you.
the nature. Well,
That's
it's
what you should have done.
first of all, Clement, this is a rematch between Police and Rising Sun. A rescheduled match, sorry,
Okay.
between Police and Rising Sun. At the end of the over, I'll give you the scores so we can.
Mark, I must ask you, since I can't ask the general manager, what is the quota for the bowlers?
It's 20 over, so it's 4.
Oh, I could have sworn. All right, so this is the last over for Pollard, and we
No,
went.
it's just his third. It's just his third.
We welcome another junior, and I don't like it. And I'm speaking directly to the producers. I don't like it when it's bad enough when you have one junior commentator missing in action, but I mean, it's totally unacceptable that 2 junior commentators can come here late and believe that they owe the explanation to the fans, as opposed to saluting the most senior commentator. But welcome, John. Late as usual.
Good afternoon, and good to be in your company, esteemed company of our senior commentator.
Thank you very much, John.
Clive,
Thank you very much.
That one is hoist backward the square, lovely. Just picking that one up off the pad and just depositing that for 4 runs. I thought it went way over there. 4 runs, 4 runs signaled by the umpire there. Clement, you haven't made your entries yet?
The police are telling me that I should be down there and not here. Go perform well. Okay, I come in.
Yes, I had another engagement, Mr. Senior Commentator, so it kind of took me a little overtime. So I know you would have been able to handle the 4th, so I had no fear in that.
John, I would advise you that the next time that you know that you're going to be late, please inform me the day before. It is totally unacceptable that you come in here nearly an hour after you would have alerted the owners that you would be here 15 minutes late. Now you're here an hour late. Totally unacceptable. But I understand, John. Allegiances change. I mean, the junior commentator on my left has been promising, and now he's telling us about heavy work schedule and all kinds of. His excuses comes in all sizes and fashion. Nonetheless, thanks again for gracing us with your presence, Clement. Lovely day for cricket.
Bars today, cricket today.
Yes. Beaten outside the off stump. Good delivery by Pollard.
So who's batting?
The
So
left
the lawman, the over has
Marcelin
completed.
is under non-strike. Well, yeah, he's got
We're going to try and get you an updated score, ladies and gentlemen. But you're watching live Sir Vivian Richards, ACB Parish League competition here. And this is a rescheduled game between the lawmen and the guys from New Winthrops. Oh my apology. Rising Sun. I saw Damari Benta and I immediately assigned him to New Winthrops. Rising Sun here. So this is a rematch for a game that was played earlier in the season. There was some technicalities involved and the game has been ordered to be replayed. And so this is now the rematch right here. But another lovely day, guys. The ground is looking a little bit parched though. A little brownish. I guess a reflection of our weather conditions over the past couple of months.
So again, I am happy to be here in the presence of the junior commentator from the Rising Suns, the biased commentator. With a parched ground, we probably might expect a quick outfield. Has it been playing that way so far?
Yes, yes. It's not the biggest ground in Antigua,
All right.
and because of that down slope on the western side, it makes it even more difficult. And because of the harshness of the outfield, you're going to have some awkward bounces. Anyway, let's change as Benta replaces a young mentor. We're waiting on an updated score. 65 for 3?
65
for 2. Driven straight along the ground.
Police? Police at 65.
Is batted, yes.
Who's on strike? Who's on strike?
Massillon.
And Valentine is the other batsman. So you start from there. I'll take a picture of you.
So 65 for 2. We're in over number 6.
Doesn't have the legs to go all the way to the fine leg boundary, resulting in 2 runs. So we clear on the score now, Mark. So 67. Temporary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard this phrase before. The interim score. 67 for 2. As
That goes into the boundary, the mid-wicket boundary. And pretty good timing on that. Massillon is racing to 50.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
So, Mr. Clement, what have you been up to?
Doing the government's work. Involved in some trials, lengthy trials before the court, and we had a sentencing today. This case of fame called the vampire murder was convicted sometime last November, so he was sentenced today and got 30 years in prison.
30 years, okay.
Yeah.
And he would have committed 1 or 2 or 3.
It's alleged that he
Alleged,
committed 4.
All right.
Been tried for 1.
an appeal, and the umpire, that's Calvin Thomas there.
Yes, showing
Have a
absolutely no interest.
Big shake of the head saying not out, continue play. So the end of over number 6. And I think I will continue using the terminology. The interim score is 71 for 2.
We are not directly behind the batter, but from this side on view, the batter was way down the wicket. So I think it would have been kind of difficult to give him LBW. And so he survives another day.
Yep. So the bowler coming from the... Who's going to take up the attack from the Botanical Garden ends? Just waiting for him to take off his hat here.
I think it's the guy with the funny name from last week.
Okay, we need to get that name. Let's see if he will take his hat off. He does now. That might
No,
be,
he's not.
that
That's
might be Justin. Is that Justin Robinson?
Can you see if Joel Andrew is in the field? He's not. You're not playing today. All right.
I think Joel is on the... Joel made it to the T20
West Indies squad, so he
T20
probably
squad.
yes,
Yeah,
he
he's
should be
probably
able to
in Jamaica at this time.
And the game is going to be played today.
Today?
Yes, this evening.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, West Indies lost the series 1-0.
I don't think that is anything new, John.
We're looking forward to 2 lively, exciting test matches here in Antigua. End of.
Are you cautiously optimistic? Or-
I am.
The dot ball. So this new bowler looks like... Do we have the team list with us present here, Mark? I think I may be able to diverse who this is. See the umpire signals. It's a leg by.
By scouting with that exaggerated signal of leg by.
Score goes up to 72.
72 for 2.
You saw the police in their last tournament, 35 overs, I think it was, where they played the finals against Mahaiko at Clearview.
Oh, okay. Not Liberta?
No. And Mahaiko bowled the police out for 107. So it was a given that the police were going to lose. The police had Mahaiko at 35 for 7.
Pull down to deep mid wicket, resulting in a single.
From my records,
Police lost.
is 50.
So that's 50 for Malik Marcelin. Another good knock here for him. So he is continuing a good rich vein of form. This one is nicely punched into the cover region. Does it have the legs to make to the boundary? No. The man comes across, picks up, fires in, but comfortable 2 in the end.
Tidy over.
So gentlemen, at the end of over number 7, the interim score is 75 for 2. Still trying to establish the name of that bowler. That has to be Justin Robinson.
He has one of those sexy run-up. Looks good. Form is great.
Oh, that might be... No, I wonder if that's Kadeem Josiah. That's Kadeem Josiah. No, I'm looking at-
71. 71 is there.
Is the correct score?
Yeah, Marston is 50, Valentine is 2. So I guess we can take it from there.
Marcelin is 50. And Valentine is how much?
2.
2, okay.
Pereira not and Gerald not.
Okay, hold that. I'll get to that in a bit. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you the updated score is 71 after 7 overs. 71 for 2. Malik Marcelin is on 50 not out, and he will be facing strike from Damari Benter, and Damian Valentine, he is on 2. This one is nicely hit, and
Over the boundary.
ricocheting
6.
into a Toyota Vitz.
John, I applaud you. Your eyes are just wow. Label of the car outline. Oh, you were just going by the shape. Tell us whether or not you saw the print.
I saw the print. The print.
Oh, come on, John. Come on. I know you're not intending to sell me that.
No, I can't take that up right now, Mark. Just, yeah, let me just run it like this, and then I can't take that up right now. Yeah. So 2 deliveries bowled thus far in over number 8.
First one being struck over the boundary for 6. And
This
that's
one is
another.
going high. Does it have the leg to go? Yes, it does.
Not only the legs, but it has the aerial climb. So Valentine appears to be in form. Striking the ball well.
Masculine.
Marcelin, that is.
Masculine, yes.
Marcelin, that is.
Yeah.
Bent been given some pretty.
Martin is looking for the second. A little hesitation, but
Good running in the end, resulting in 2 runs.
85 for the loss of 2.
It would be remiss of me not to mention that your team, Clement,
Yes.
won 2 tournaments this year. New Windsor Lions.
Yes. I was at that game at Liberta.
You were?
I was at that game at Liberta, and it was an exciting game. Alzari took lead for 24
Okay. Okay. So at least you
after scoring 97.
have some bragging rights.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it's not usually the case that you enjoy bragging rights.
No, it's not. But
After being stomped to the ground consistently last year, I mean, I must say that you've recovered nicely in that you've been able to win 2 tournaments. And if I remember correctly,
Is the over
I think-
completed?
I think
yes,
that
it is.
last year
Yes, it
they,
is.
At that ball bowl on the last one?
The
Yes.
last one was a dot ball.
yes.
Missed that.
So
Sorry
it
about
was
that.
6.621 dot.
So
6
8
dot-
overs in the back, 76.
Yep.
86, sorry. 86. 86 for 2. Go ahead, Clive.
I must tell you, Clement, that last week, you know, I'm the guru in predicting scores, eventual scores and outcomes, and you
No,
can remember because I
No,
think that you have a
I
pretty.
did not know that.
You can't remember.
No.
Well, I'm not going to blame you. There are lots of things that you will forget
Yes.
at your age. So,
Okay.
right, that is usually the case.
Mm-hmm.
But last week, I predicted that Liberta would make a particular score. I think it was 175. They ended up making 173, and I had to cool down. I had to tell John to cool it. He showered me with all kinds of accolades, including me being a genius and all of that. So I'm just bringing you up to date on some of the things that transpired during your absence.
The bowler there is Kadeem Josiah. And so score is 86. 86 for 2. We're in over number 9.
I'm not going to jump out there unless you ask me to predict the final score.
It's another dot ball in the pack.
You don't have to be afraid to ask me.
Let me see. This one he's going hard and high, and it has the aerial latitude, and it's over the long off boundary for another maximum. So Marcelin definitely looking for any opportunity to score. That was just a little bit of a short one, and he was able to pounce on that. And so the score goes up to 92. 92 for 2.
It was a very short ball offside the off stump. And he laced it over the long off rather, for 6. And I've been silent for a few because I've been listening to bedtime stories. I don't know if I'm being put to sleep by these fanciful stories.
Well, Clement, the only thing I would say here is that one is driven down the ground and stopped by the fieldsman. So not a single to Marcelin. Score goes up to 93.
And one fielded by that Nathaniel on the long on boundary. What is that about? What was that about bedtime story, John? Did you?
Yes, just get back to that. Let's just dot ball there. And so the end of over number 8.
1-9.
Over number 9 in the bag. And the score goes up to 93. 93 for 2. So a pretty decent start by the police team. I'm not saying I came a bit late. Crive, you know who won the toss? And
They won the toss and elected to bat.
So thus far they would be pretty comfortable with the decision taken. Just a little over 9 runs and over here. So we just want to big up Thistle Simmons, one of our regular viewers. And he's just saying, hey, up guys, how are you both doing? Hey, everyone is good here. And he's also reaching out to Myron, asking Myron how he's doing, if that's Myron from out of Texas. Yeah, good afternoon if you're following us there. Remember doing an interview with Myron all the way from Texas there, telling us his involvement in the game there. As Benta comes through and he bowls him. There was Marcelin not looking confident at all, just feeling for that one and probably going between the bat and the pad and being comprehensively bowled. So a good breakthrough for the Rising Sun team.
Marcelin seemed to have been caught between two minds as to whether or not he should play forward or back. And usually when you're caught between two minds, it usually ends in a disaster, and that's a prize wicket for Rising Sun. Marcelin.
Malik Marcelin. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you, you're watching live Sir Vivian Richards Thursday League competition. Right here, I think last time I spoke to the Ayatollah, the owner, I think he told me this dates all the way back to 1990. No, he told me 1982. I think it is. Parish League cricket, not the Thursday, Sir Vivian Richards Thursday League competition.
Oh, okay, great.
It has changed its format. In the early days, it was, I think, a 30 over, 35 over competition. But over the last couple of years, it has been converted into a 20 over format. We all know the 20 over format is the one that is predominating the headlines now as Damari Benta comes into the new batsman there. Let me see if I can find his name.
On the back foot, punching that one to cover region. There's a man and sweeper on the cover boundary. Fields, 1 ball.
That looks like Deron Benter. So looks like we're going to have another brother-to-brother clash. I think the last time these two met, Damari, he clean bowled Deron Benter. So we know the stakes are high right now.
And
in
bragging
this
rights.
bragging rights. As Valentine just feeling for one the outside of the off stump and being comprehensively beaten.
Emergency vehicle making its way down Factory Road to the hospital. Punched in the covers. They're looking for 2. Will it go to the boundary? No, there's a man running around from long off. We'll cut that one off. And they collected 2.
Score goes up to 96 for 3. We're in over number 10.
On the back foot and punches it again.
This one should have the legs to go. This one was punched a
Yes.
little harder and made its way to the boundary.
Harder and squarer, which did not give the man there at long off the opportunity to cut it off, and he did not need to run.
So the 100 is up. 100 is up for the lawman at the end of
Over number 10 it was.
over number 10.
And, that's a healthy run rate. In T20 cricket, projected score of 200. That would be giving them something good to talk about.
It actually might be, the projected score might be even more clement, because in the last 10 overs you are anticipated to
Ramp it up.
ramp it up a bit. So maybe time and a half.
Yeah, with 7 wickets in hand, it should be.
Yes.
Take the first tranche of the next 5 overs, and here he is, and
going
is there a
high.
man out there? It doesn't matter, does it? It's over long on for 6, and that's the new batter who is
Deron Benter.
Darren Bent, and the police are looking. Police seem to have started a new cricket tournament with, how could I put it? But they're looking sharp.
Well, the batting from Icon, Maslin looked pretty good. Benter looks like he's getting into his stride early. Valentine, I believe, would be playing the anchor inning. So with a solid plan, if they stick to it, they have the opportunity. Oh, that's a chance. And he's gone.
Temper.
That one looked like it kicked off of a length and caught Benter by surprise and just bobbed it up, and a simple cotton bowl for the bowler there in Josiah.
And Josiah seems to be bowling. He's a spinner, but he's what I call a fast spinner, and it makes it difficult to negotiate. The previous ball, he put it in the slot and he was mistreated. And this one, here comes Josiah, and he actually got something out of the wicket to make that one skip and hop and surprise Benter, who could not keep it down.
And it's just to show you how cricket's just a funny game. We were just saying the police batting was looking quite formidable. They looked like there was that delivery that, as you said, probably a little bit quick onto him.
Yeah.
A little extra bounce there and really had him undone there. So a wicket that the police team really would not have wanted to lose at this time, and especially Darren Benter. We all know if he gets going, the runs will come pretty quickly, but that would have to wait for another storyline.
Yes.
As the new batsman there looks like the skipper, Vincent Shadrack Jr.
What we probably going to see is a demise. It's a strike down, in that Valentine has kept his end, but Valentine was the anchor, and you cannot have everybody else coming around you and disappearing, pulling a disappearing act, because it's not going to work.
Yeah, I was just going to say, well, the revision of the scorecard, projected scorecard, would have been automatically changed at an appeal for an LB, but not given there by umpire Scouten. Probably drifting down leg, it looked like to me.
He was down the wicket, some distance, not trapped in there. Neatly flicked off the pads. Is it? No.
Just hit the pad and
Just hit the pad.
Yeah, Josiah seems to be really pushing it through. I'm not certain from our angle. It's difficult to tell if he's getting any movement off of the wicket, but definitely. Oh, this one is flighted now a bit and enticed Shadrach to go for the big hit, and he missed it completely. So a good ball in there by the youngster there in Josiah, mixing it up there, Clement.
Yes, he is. I mean, he had that one delivery that went well long on for 6. But besides that, every other delivery, I think no more runs were scored off that over.
So the end of over number 11, 106 for 3 after winning the toss and deciding to bat.
So, a hearty good afternoon. So, the man Taddy just sitting there and relaxing. How have you been doing, Taddy? Gives a thumbs up. And we got to pay homage to Mr. Arundel.
Yes, and you know, we got to give real homage credit to the Parish League Network, able to bring you live coverage of the Parish League matches, and not only Parish League. You know, the network covers all sporting disciplines, and wherever there's a major sporting discipline, Parish League Network is there, bringing it into the homes and communities of the villagers all around Antigua. And here is Valentine, if you want to say, getting out of his league there and depositing that high over the mid-wicket boundary for 6. Not a shot you'll see regular from Valentine, but wasted no time in latching on to this one here.
We're seeing a transformation of Valentine's role as he moved from the anchor to the aggressor. And the police would need some transformation. They would need somebody to do that. But if Valentine goes into that mood, he has to secure his wicket.
But Clement, asking you, it's 11 overs in the bag. What do you think the approach should be? You've lost now 4 wickets. Should they keep on attacking, or should they just try and, let's say, push it along for the next 4 or 5 overs and then reassess the game from there?
And I agree with you. 4 or 5 overs should be watchful. It should be something where they're playing, choose the bad balls, put them away, pay due respect to the better balls, and then wait for the last 5 overs. But there is
Valentine has changed that thought process and given his wicket away, deciding it was attack time, and he just skied it to the man on the long on position, and an easy catch there. It looks like Pollard taking that quite comfortably there. So Clement,
Valentine did not pay attention to my coaching.
he did not read the coaching manual.
No, he did not. He did not. I was just saying that they should be watchful. Pay attention to the good balls. Play them on their merits for the next 4 overs. When you get to 15 overs, if you still have 4 wickets fallen, then you could go for it, you know. But in the 11th over, is not the opportunity, not the time to let loose indiscriminately.
Yes, and bearing in mind you just lost one of your prize wicket in Darren Benter. Yeah, as you said, yes, I would have suggested that the plan would have been just play the ball on the merit, but he hit one a couple of deliveries ago and probably thought he could have repeated the shot, but fortune did not favor him, and so he held out to the man in the long on position. Having a challenge now. Who is this batter here? So a new batter has come to the crease. I ask your patience until I try to determine who this batter may be. I will just say to our viewers, it might sound a bit strange, we're really away from the teams, and no one is really here to close enough to guide us, so we're going to try and get that information for you shortly. That batter just going across the line there, but making no contact. And so Clement, another over is in the bag. 12 overs in the bag.
Another wicket.
And the score is 112 for 5. Last 2 overs as follows: a similar pattern, a 6 and a wicket.
Playing like playing schoolyard cricket. So if you hit into the neighbor's yard, you would be declared 6 and out.
Yep.
And is that Josiah again out there?
Yes, that looks like Kadeem Josiah. And so we're just still trying to get the name of that batter there. Just looking through this police team.
The ball, a similar delivery, hustled onto the batter, who does push it off back with a square.
Shadrach getting off the mark finally.
For a single. Josiah skip and a hop, he comes in, stops, then continues again. And ball just pushed on the offside by the new batter, who we are trying to identify. And it goes to the big hit, and it's in the air, but drops in no man's land just before the man at long off, who was running in. There was some oohs and ahs. But nothing happened, and picked up a single.
114 for 5. Shadrach having a lazy feeble at that delivery outside of the off stump.
And this one looking to.
He's bowled him. That was a quicker one, and Shadrach in no position trying to pull that, and the ball cannon into his stump even before he could have played that shot. And so, Clement, you did say it looks like the wheels coming off slowly there.
I don't think
for the
coming
police.
off. I think they have come off. The police. The police have. Since I've been following the Antigua and Barbuda Police Force cricket, each time I come to their games, it appears that I bring bad luck. They start off so good and end up so bad. Is the young batter Jones on this team, you know?
Jones, I'm looking at this lineup here. I see Francis, I see Gerald, Barnard. Who else I see here now? I see Valentine, Shadrach, Leonardo, Ducree. I wonder if that is Ducree batting or Shamir Pereira. Having a challenge. Cornelius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I saw Cornelius bowl at Mahaiko. Very good control.
I'm not seeing Jones is like he's not in the team, but a new batter there looks like Richie Thomas. so that is a dot ball to end the over, and so another successful over.
And
Wait,
so
no,
he has
he's out. He's out. Oh my, this is inexcusable. It looks like he just popped it to the man there at a
at
short
mid-on. I saw the
And-
guy went up, but I wasn't aware that he had.
There was
caught the
absolutely no
ball.
celebration by the teammates there, and that was just an anticlimax there. So another wicket in the bag. Thomas goes, caught there, bowled Josiah. So Josiah really
He's taking a wicket in every over for the past 3-4 overs.
having a field day here.
This should be his last over, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, his spell is completed. So let's just get this right. So the end of over number 13. And the score is 114 now for 7. The new batsman there is James Cornelius.
They entered the 100 for only 2 wickets then? Yes. And have lost 5 quick wickets.
Well, I hope that the junior commentators enjoyed the 15 minutes of fame when I had to take my leave.
We thought you went to assess the conditions on the ground so that you could come back and make
With
an
a prediction?
accurate prediction. But I'm happy for you that you didn't make that prediction before.
How
you
many
left.
overs have been bowled?
So who's that new bowler? There's that's new bowler there. That looks like that's a left-handed Justin Robinson. That's the second delivery bowler or the first?
I think that's the second.
That's one. Who got that one? That was the other batsman. There. This is crazy.
Shedrick on strike?
Shedrick just got bowled,
by-
so that's the new batsman, Cornelius. Cruyff, I don't know if you have any contacts with the police team. I'm trying to get the name of the non-striker batsman. I can't make out who he is. Cornelius going for an elaborate drive outside of the yard
Do
stump.
you have any contacts anywhere whatsoever?
Well, certainly not with the police. It would be pretty useless if I had contacts in the police department. I should not be saying that because.
Well, I know criminals don't usually have contact with the police.
Oh, correct.
That's a given. Law-abiding citizens like me do.
Correct. And that was just about the first time that we ever agreed on anything.
Yes, it has been.
Yes.
King Abstinate said the truth does not offend the truthful man. And he has come now over the wicket to the left-hander who cracks that one through. Not
Yes.
cracks, but plays it through the covers. Misfielded there by the man running across from a whitish point area. Resulted in a single when it should not have been. There is an overthrow. Resulted in a second when it should not have been. And the police are living on borrowed time.
So that's 2 runs to Cornelius. He's off the mark finally. Score goes up to 118, 118 for 7.
One keeping a little bit low. Batsman having to come down hard on it, resulting in no run. But John, it is good to see. I don't think that a lot has been laid out on the table. I don't think that much have been gained since the last time all of us came together.
In
So-
terms of?
Huh?
In terms of?
Its performance with the microphone.
Guys, what would you The new bowler coming from the Botanical Garden ends looks like Clever Martin. Cruyff, you and I have been here over the last couple of weeks, and he has been
Mr. Rahman, yes.
yeah, one who seems to come and mop up the tail.
Yeah.
So let's see if he will repeat.
Past performances. So, Dr. Clement, you should be pretty free from here on in for the
No.
foreseeable future. No.
No. I actually start a murder trial next Wednesday. So
Oh.
that's going to consume my time.
Down the leg side. Signal comes now from umpire Scouten. Wide.
So I started the trial Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we do it for 2 weeks as I put it on do this. Get about it 6 weeks, come back on the 6th of July. Start.
So viewers, that's coming off the edge, and there's a chance for a run out, but a bad throw by the man there, I believe it's Pollard, and
Really a comedy of errors.
yeah, so let's see, that's a single, so that came off of the outside edge of Leonardo Ducree. Ducree back there, so Clever Martin trying to be clever, and Cornelius is driving that through the covers. He gets one, a little bobble, and they're looking for two, and to turn back there quickly. Cornelius goes up to 3. Score
So-
goes up to 121.
So what is your prediction for the 20 over today, Clement?
West Indies and Sri Lanka.
Yes. It has been
The
raining
margin
a lot down
in Jamaica, yes. If they do play, it's what will be the margin of defeat for the Sri Lankans? I believe my prediction is that the home team will
Avenge the series loss and
yes,
the
and
ODIs.
they will come out on top. I'm looking forward to a healthy.
Now you basing your prediction on logics, emotions, which is it?
Fact.
Attempted sweep by Cornelius.
I'm basing my prediction on facts.
On facts.
Yes.
Oh.
I think this is the renaissance of the West Indies cricket team. I'm looking forward to great things.
This would be the 1,000th time in the last year, maybe 2 years, that you would hope for a turnaround of the fortunes of the West Indies team.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, just a sec. 15 overs in the bag. 122 for 7.
They should get to 150, John.
So we've only had 5 runs. Sorry, in the last 5 overs, we've only had 22 runs and 5 wickets.
Okay.
Because at the 10th over, they were 100 for 2. And
In the next 5 overs,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. In the next 5 overs,
oh, okay. I
the
didn't
great
know.
predictor,
In the next 5 overs, they should be able to get 25 runs. Final score, 150. What is the score now?
148.
123.
123, sir.
27 more runs.
That was what was required. We were talking about John. That was what was required from 11 to 15. Rotating the strike, treating each ball on its merit, and we had catastrophe.
Coming off the inside edge, resulting in a run. Shot back out of square. Score is now 125, is it? 125 for 7, and this is 16th over.
So, gents, I'm signing off. And I'll be back some other time.
And you leave with a wicket. So you have walked with the wicket of Cornelius, going to turn that onto the onside and only getting a leading edge, lobbing up for a simple cotton bowl to the keeper. So another wicket goes as Clement goes.
And that might have been my excuse to leave because I just cannot understand what's going on. I'll tune in to see what the final score is. And John, have a great evening. Junior commentator, have a great
You
evening.
know better. Your mouth says one thing, but your heart feels something different. It's okay, Clement. It's all right. We will see you again. And
So-
good luck in your
Alright, thank you.
future endeavors.
Okay.
Big trial coming up. And we wish you all the best.
Alright, thanks.
16 overs in the bag, guys. 125 for 8. So the question is, bad piece of fielding there, but give and take. As I said, the ground is not 100%, so the ball is going to be wobbling all over the park.
Take care of yourself. Make sure that you step lightly on the stairs.
The new batsman there is... What the name of the new batter? Okay, we'll have to get that for you.
Short by Clever.
Batsman going for a big heave down the leg side and signal wide by umpire Scouten.
Driven up to mid-off for a single.
So Ducree, he's on, been there for a while on 7. He's rocking back and punching this into the offside, but can't beat the fieldsman there. Another dot ball. Well, Cruyff, you know something that has really transpired over the last couple of weeks we've been here. After the 10th over, the game has just changed. Every time we've seen that, they were blazing at 100 for 3, and now they've only managed to put a further 28, 2 runs, getting 2 runs here. So now 30 runs since that time. 2 runs for...
Well, the teams that we've covered for the past 3 weeks seem not to have anything at all in the middle. So the tail seems to start at 6, number 6.
This one is hit just short of the man on the boundary and played it bad and got a bounce on the ball. Just bounced over his head. So welcome boundary for the batter there. And so another.
And that's the end of the 17th over, John.
Yep. Let me just give you the score.
131.
135. That boundary
135.
got it. 135 for 8.
Looking for 15 runs from 3 overs.
Well, it looks like if it's the
cutoff
time, the
point?
cutoff point. So I just need to get the not out batsman.
Come now, man.
What the name of the not out batsman? The other one. Jalen? Where's Barnard? Okay. One
35.
135. 135.
7. Which means that the men from Rising Sun requires 136 from 17 overs. I think that the policemen would not be happy with that total.
No, not at all. Not at all, Clive.
When Maxine was on display, it looked as if they would have amassed 175. But this is a revised total of 135.
Well, actually, Clive, Clement predicted the score would have doubled. At the end of 10 overs, they were 100 for 3. Batters were looking pretty decent, and it just went total heels. 5 wickets going down for 35 runs, and 7 overs, just around 5 runs an over. So it just the run rate actually dropped by 50% in the last 5 overs. Just trying to give you a tally of the scorecard. 18, 20, 22. So Marcelin, he made 72. Lovely innings there, Clive. Really played with a lot of
Yes.
confidence and conviction. 135.
135.
Yeah.
17 over.
Yeah. Yes, Clive, he played with a lot of conviction, positiveness. We saw that from him the last time he was here. And so he continues in his rich vein of form.
Very, very fluent. I have no complaints with what I saw. Excellent innings in the end. Was caught between two minds, and unfortunately, that's what started the skid for the policeman. But hey, 135 is on the board, and that is runs that has to be made
By the Rising Sun team.
yes.
Josiah bowled pretty well here. He took 3 wickets. Just trying to do a little quick tally for him. That have been 3 and 9, 12, 18, 20. So 4 overs, 20 runs, 3 wickets, and he had a double wicket there to finish his spell. Also, good bowling to some extent from Justin Robinson. He came in and he had 2 overs, 7 runs, and he took that wicket. Damari Benter, he had 2 wickets. Got a little rough treatment in the start from Marcelin, but he had 4 overs. He bowled his spell of 4 overs. As I said, he took two wickets, 6 and 6, 18, 20, 21, 21 and 6, 27, 33. So 4 overs, 33 runs, and he took 2 wickets. We also had Damian Valentine. He played a little anchor role in the earlies of his innings, got a little bit ambitious, and gave it away there. And Leonardo Decree, he stayed there, he pushed around, not out. He made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He made 10 not out. And Richie Thomas, he was caught just ball just popping there on him. And James Cornelius didn't really contribute much. 4 runs, and Barnard there, and the time being called on the innings here, and so 135. Cruyff, do you think that is defendable against?
Not with the outfield playing as fast as it is, and of course with that downhill slope. That does not help. And I don't see where the policeman is going to have enough bowling to keep the Rising Sun team from. And I'm going to pretend that I'm going to predict, John, that they will reach that total in 12 overs. 13 the most.
Well, ladies, you heard it again. It didn't come from me. It came from him, that guy that likes to predict. And then after the prediction goes awry, he then gives us all the probabilities and criterias. But he said in 13 overs, he thinks this game should be over. So we will wait and see how this one pans out.
The pitch is still a very, very good pitch. So I cannot see where I will fall short in my prediction, which has been so accurate that a couple of betting companies have contacted me to give wagers. So, John, I'm moving on to better things and bigger things.
Well, I am going to be going to karaoke this evening, and I'm going to be requesting to sing the song. I'm trying to remember the name of the artist. But Teacher Percy say if you tell a lie, you go to hell as soon as you die.
Well, John, I would
You
encourage
hear lie? That is lie.
I would encourage you not to give up your day job, because if singing was your second profession, you would definitely be starving.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It's Hillary Cruyff Emmanuel, along with me, Leroy John Baptist, bringing you live coverage here from the Rising Sun Field. We were earlier joined by the Attorney General, not the Attorney General, the Director of Public Prosecution, sorry. I nearly said Anthony Armstrong. Clement Joseph, he was here earlier, assisting us in the commentary position. But as I said, we're here at the Rising Sun ground, as I said earlier, a little bit parched on the south northern end. For those of you who may know this ground, remember this ground, the part where the gutter, the water normally flows, you still see a level of greenery, so you could see the moisture there. But it has been, it's a good day. The sun is out, a little cloud cover, so helps to keep the place a little cool. Breeze is not really a factor here today. Mentor. Again, we hear the siren bellowing in the background as we watch the traffic coming up the Queen Elizabeth Highway. Persons, I guess, just completed their day shift. And
Still awaiting the resumption of play.
well, we see the umpire, one of the umpires making his way out, Calvin Thomas, flicking that ball in his hand, now looking at his watch, probably saying, time to play. Cruyff, last week you had a 5 o'clock curfew, which you breached.
Yes, I'm definitely going to be behind schedule because it's now 4:30, and there's no sign that the second umpire, is still nowhere to be found. Calvin Thomas is ready.
Hans Kimball flicking that ball. Let's go. Looking around, probably looking for his other umpire. But just to remind you guys, ACB Parish League Network and proud sponsors ACB Caribbean. And so you're watching the Sir Vivian Richards Thursday League competition. This is a replayed game. These two teams did meet earlier in the competition, but there was a
breach of the rule. I can't tell you the number
yes
in terms of the being able to point you to that breach, but there was a breach, and as a result of that breach, the game was ordered to be replayed. I think that the police came up on the short end the first time around, and there's no doubt in my mind that their fortunes are going to change.
Well, we have a little delay. The umpire has been standing there for quite a bit. Police team, they're doing a little warm-ups and talks on the boundary line, and the batters, I guess, are waiting. And okay, now just seeing the umpire scouting, making his way out into the middle.
It sure looks as if Scouting was sleeping.
But you know, umpires, Cruyff, you know, sometimes we really don't give them enough credit. You know, sometimes we stay up here and we say, oh, that's a bad decision, should have been this, but it's not a very easy job, you know, standing there and having to get it right most of the time.
Well, I don't have any empathy. Give us the first four. Yeah, John, when you sign up to be a referee, umpire, then you're signing up for the criticisms and all the things that comes with differences in opinion. However, play should restart in about 5 minutes. The policemen are making their way onto the field. I think that the resumption of play, I think that we had an extra 8 minutes. And that for me, John, is a comedy of errors, because if you had 8 minutes added to the time when play should have resumed, you could easily have bowled the 2 of the 3 overs that they were limited. Instead of being limited to 17, they probably could have got in 18, 19 overs. But that's neither here nor there. That is water on the bridge. Nathaniel and
Junior Henry
makes their way to the crease to start the account of the Rising Sun cricket team.
Kerry, do you all still go as Rising Sun Spartans? Oh, you still carry the Spartans. We weren't too certain. We didn't want to put the handle. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Amal Nathaniel will be taking a strike. He's being partnered there by Junior Henry. He didn't play last week. The last game he played, I think, 2 weeks ago, Cruyff.
Okay.
He got the innings off to a blistering start, hitting some huge sixes, square the wicket there. And so
we can expect some of the same, John?
well, I believe he would want to repeat that, but the police team, they would have a different objective here. So it's going to be interesting to see. It looks like Malik Gerald, who will be opening the bowling here. So 136 for victory. I'm going to ask my senior commentator to give me that required run rate, 17 overs. That's the responsibility of the senior commentator to do these mathematical calculations.
You sure you want to do that, John?
Wish we could have the camera here that we could turn on him so you guys could see that face, how it's churning the numbers, it's counting them behind the scenes. He's trying to he's trying to mathematically dissect them and say, okay, the 1 to the power and the 2nd to the power.
Right.
Here we go. Judah Henry is leaning back and just punching that up the straight there, straight to the man in the.
That was Nathaniel.
Sorry, Amal Nathaniel. And so off the mark is Nathaniel, and so is the chase. So let's see. I think you're 4 overs of power play, and so far I think I've seen the man on the 3rd man boundary trying to spot. I have a little blind side to where I'm sitting here, so.
There's no one on the long leg boundary.
Okay, so just only utilizing, I guess, one person outside. Okay, now see Cornelius going back to the
long
off boundary. So those are the two. Okay, now the man from 3rd man, he's coming in, so it's going to be long off and long on.
Straight to the fielder at short fine leg. Misfielded in the process. Still only being able to cross for the single.
So both batsmen getting off the mark with their first delivery. I guess, Crive, as a batsman, that's one of the better feelings to get that first run in the bag.
Yes. Get the jitters out of your system.
What was your approach, Crive, when you went to the innings? What was your mindset? What did you focus on when you walked out there after this delivery? This one is just popping up a bit, but dropping short of the man there.
Well, I hardly found time to settle. I was on the go from the first ball. And it would be trouble. It would be a signal of trouble to come if the first one came off the middle of the bat.
So you didn't have watch the first delivery and see how the pitch is playing. You were not that type of a batter.
No, it was watch how the ball comes off the bat. So I played baseball in college, so it had everything to do with that first contact. And if that first contact was solid enough, I knew that I was going to be on to great things. Single, even though it was misfielded by the man in short mid-wicket.
3 without loss in over number 1. Remember, viewers, if you're joining us, it's the target is 136, and they have 17 overs in which to make that score. This one, he's back and he's cracking that into the covers, and that will have the legs to run into the boundary. And so the first boundary of the innings going to Junior Henry. A short ball there, and he was able to rock back and punch it through the covers.
What we were able to do better during our time, John, we were better at assessing situations and simplifying the game. I think that nowadays everything seems to be complicated. I've never seen okay, now it's a little better because the man from 3rd slip moves to squarish gully. Now he's moving to square of the wicket. Short 3rd man, a slip. I don't know what kind of 3rd man is in place there. Drag down to short long on. The end of the over. 2 in the bag, John.
1 over, so the score is 7. 7 without loss.
Oh, it was the first over.
Yeah, it was the first over, yeah. Seven without loss, so beside that boundary, not a bad over in terms of runs production there for the police team, but they can't afford to give away any boundaries. Only 135. Still waiting on the calculation from my senior commentator.
Like I said, John, it's a paltry total to defend on the ground like this.
I think it's about 8 runs and over. If my maths is, I think it's actually 8 runs that will get them over the top. Am I correct? 8 sevens, 56, 8, yeah.
Exactly 8 and over.
Exactly 8 and over. So,
John, I think that you brought your mathematical genius to the grounds today.
was that the captain bowling there? Vincent Shedrack Jr.? Yeah, that looks like Vincent Shedrack Jr. So he's coming from the Botanical Gardens end. I see there's a man on the cover boundary. Now I see he's walking in, and the man going back on the square leg boundary, and then the man at fine leg going back. So it looks like, well, the man square leg looks like he's in front of square. So more adjustments to the field. Man moving from a short third man, and he's going into a short mid wicket. Another man coming just back with a square on the offside, as this one is punched, but another misfield it looks like there.
Yes.
So Nathaniel gets another single. Score moves up to 8 without loss. Shedrack just about 3 steps, and this one is short again. You cannot bowl short to Junior Henry. That is what he looks like. He relies on those shortish delivery, and he was back and punching that
Straight down the ground.
straight down the ground for a boundary.
Score is now 12 without loss. Is it?
Yep. Shedrack to Junior Henry. Well, this was not short. This was on a length, and he just walloped across the line, making good connection, and so another boundary. Clive Junior Henry seems like he's in a no-nonsense mood. He looks like a player that is always looking to score. He's looking for that. Any opportunity he sees, he's looking to latch onto it. So consecutive boundaries off of Shedrack.
The poor delivery. Just like you rightfully said, that you cannot be too short on this pitch. Is a good pitch for batting.
So Richie Thomas run all the way from the fine leg position, ran up to his skipper. I don't know if he's giving him some word of advice. He's moving his hand. I know he has to trot all the way back down. So let's see if his words of wisdom. No, he's at a short third man, so I guess they've changed. I see the man out at square. And don't know who else is out, but we'll see. So Shedrack trying to get it right. Going wide, and that one is spliced off the outer half of the bat. Does it have the legs to go into the boundary?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. So Henry throwing his bat at that one. I don't think he got the full connection, but getting enough. Clear the man there and bouncing into the backward point boundary there for another boundary, another 4. Score goes up to 20. 20 without loss. So far we have 13 runs out of this over. This one he's going again. What happens here? that a chance?
No,
No.
fielder been struck in the chin area.
Single for Junior Henry.
Ricocheting off of his legs.
Yeah, I sympathize with the fieldsmen on this ground. It's not an easy ground to really feel on. Last week I saw there were a lot of cracks, and I can imagine those cracks would have gotten wider over the week. And this one again is peeling off of the outer half of the bat, and this one runs now into a vacant third man position, and so 4 more runs. So a very productive over for the men from the Rising Sun team, and so the score rushes up to 25. 25 without loss after over number 2.
Yes, 12 runs and over, 12 and a half. Good going, so that prediction of the game coming to an end in about the 12th, or the 3rd, thank you, 12th or 13th over. Still pretty much on the cards. I know, John, that it's early days yet, so there's no need for you to panic. We all know, we've seen this movie before, and we know exactly how it's going to end.
Well, we see Cornelius being very animated. Quite a lot of talking on the field. Is going to be Gerald. He's going to continue. So Police definitely needs a wicket to get back into this game. They're having a slip, so they're giving themselves an opportunity for edge, but they brought the third man in, which I don't understand. But so they have a man on the cover boundary, extra cover boundary, and long on. And this one is hit high and hard, and so Junior Henry is in a no-nonsense mood, and this time the first maximum of the innings for 6.
Making good contact.
Yeah.
Score moves on to 31 without loss. 34?
31, correct. Well, Junior Henry probably trying to let me eat my words, saying he loved the short delivery. Looks like he loves anything in his arc. He's going. This one is pulled square of the wicket for another boundary, so he's dealing. No running for him. He's keeping all of his energy intact.
35 from 2.
Well, so Gerald trying to get it right. Short again, and this one is pulled again with disdain. And so the onslaught continues.
Score moves on rapidly to 39, is it?
Yep.
39 without loss from 2.5 overs.
A lot of talk happening out there. The hands are gesticulating. Everybody's advising the bowler what to do.
If I was out there, my only advice would be to try and finish the over. I don't know, because if you're not going to take into consideration that you cannot be short on this pitch, you cannot afford to be short.
Well, let's see what Gerald comes with. No ball signal by the umpire. Misfield here. They're going to go for it. So bad misfield there by the captain. So no ball and 2 runs. No ball. That's 3 runs. So let's see. 2 to the bat of Junior Henry. This one is big. Does it have the legs to go over the boundary?
Yes, it does.
And so this is now turning out to be total carnage. And you see, Clive, why it's important for Fielding to back up the bowlers. Yes, he's having a tough over, but that misfield now would have added salt to the wound.
Yes, because they would have kept Junior Henry
Off of the strike.
Right.
Yeah. Score rushes up to 48. So far, we have had 23 runs in this over. So, we're still in the power play, remember? 4 hours of power play. This one is going. Does he have the leg to go? It makes it over the man. The man is in the mid-off position, and it just eluded it over his head, his grasp. And so another boundary, and the over is not finished.
52.
So, Clive, the 50 is up. 52 in 3.5 overs. 2.5 overs, sorry. I'm adding on extra overs. So 27 runs. 2 sixes, 3 maximums. 12 and 12. 24 and 3, 27. Can he salvage anything out of this over, Gerald? And is that another boundary?
Yes, it finds the gap on between.
Finds a gap. I felt he was a bit deceived by the pace there a while ago, but he's in such a good nick. He got good connection, and so he was able to place that in the offside. So, Clive, this scorecard is... I have to check Junior Henry. He might be soon on his 50 here. So, at the end of over number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the score has ballooned to 56. 56 without loss, so 31 runs coming from that Malik Gerald. 4 fours, 2 sixes, and
They're nearly going at 20 runs and over, John.
yep.
And my prediction again, I know that you must be a little nervous because at this rate they may actually reach the score in 10.
Which means that your prediction would have fallen out of the boundary.
That's what you're hoping for.
So it's going to be a new bowler in Deron Benter. So let me tell you, Gerald, as I said, we had 31 runs from... Was that a legal delivery there a while ago? Dot ball to Nathaniel. So Nathaniel has been a spectator, watching the ball disappear to all parts of the ground. Yeah, I'm going to do it. That one is going high. Is that a chance for a catch? See two fieldsmen converting, bobbles it, and then he finally holds on to it. So the prize wicket of Nathaniel. Nathaniel goes. He is caught by Barnard. And so a good breakthrough there by Deron Benter, getting the wicket of Amal Nathaniel. He made 3, and so the first wicket goes at 56 for 1, and we're in 3.1 overs completed. Okay, so I was just tallying there. 48 is the tally here. So far is Junior Henry. And so the new batsman going out there is Ralston Phillip. We all know him, a.k.a. Trish. In his heydays, one of a power hitter. Would hit that ball all over the park. And would have represented Antigua. And so one of the icon of Antigua cricket. Still carrying his flag here. We had a little debate, I think it was last week or week before the last, as to the age of this gentleman, but really in fine form here. But he will want to continue the work started by these openers, and so Deron Benter getting that wicket there with his second delivery. So let's see now, the man out on the long on position and the long off position. And this one is just eerily hit, and now just dropping agonizingly short of the fieldsman there. So Philip getting off the mark with a little aerial flick, and then some hesitation in getting that run. So let's see what approach Junior Henry will continue with. Just lost his partner there. So Cruyff is already on 48 and the score is on 57.
Didn't get anything much out of Nathaniel in terms of his contribution. Never looked settled.
So Bento looks like he's dropped into a nice rhythm, and now you see the antics between the batsman and the bowler. They're going. See the verbal confrontation there. So the challenge is on. There's Henry trying to put that away, and so some pressure being built here. Some dot balls, some well-needed dot balls, something we haven't seen very frequently. We now have 2 dot balls in a row.
You will be entertained by Darren Bento, a consummate competitor. Resolutely forward.
So excellent over in context of what we were experiencing. The power play has come to an end, and you would imagine the last over of the power play being the least productive over. Only 1 run coming out of that over. And so at the end of the 4th over, chasing 136 for victory, the Rising Sun Spartans there 57 for the loss of 1 wicket. So very good decision by the skipper Shadrach to remove himself from the attack. He went for 18 runs in his first over, and so we have a new bowler coming from the Celeste Bird Medical Center in James Cornelius. I normally call him Cleve, but I think James is the police name. We want to say good afternoon to all our viewers, listeners. There, police made 135 for 8. Mona Lisa checking in there with us. 135 for 8. The innings was cut short by 3 overs. They only faced 17 overs. So Rising Sun, they're looking for 136. 136 for victory.
The policemen should be thinking that if they can keep Tris Phillip on strike, they would have been able to slow the scoring just a bit. So keeping Junior Henry off strike would be the ultimate goal.
There's Cornelius, and we know Cornelius thinks every ball he's supposed to take a wicket. So, Cruyff, would you say you'd like to see a little tighter circle, fieldsman in the circle, trying to put some pressure on Trish, keep him on strike?
I don't think that they have that luxury, because all Trish is likely to do is to push the ball around.
Single.
That brings Junior Henry back on strike.
58 for 1. Power play just completed. 48, Junior Henry's on 48. Cornelius. And he's going back and smashing that into the offside, and it beats the fieldsman there. And so 50 is up for Junior Henry. Cruyff, very explosive innings by Junior Henry.
Yeah, he struck that ball with some authority, and the fieldsman seems to be a little annoyed, suggesting that he had the worst bounce imaginable, but it resulted in an easy boundary. So, John, you must be a little nervous about the prediction. This is what, the 5th over?
One of the first defensive stroke we have seen Henry playing and just get in line with that delivery. That was a little quicker one from Cornelius. And again, just pushing that into the covers and running through for a quick single. So
Quick call.
sensible batting, I would say, by these two batsmen.
Yes, he takes it. He takes the strike.
So at the end of over number 5, in pursuit of 136 for victory, the Rising Sun Spartan there 63 for 1.
Just a little over 12 runs and over.
Well, that's a tremendous drop. Remember, at one time they were bordering just below 20.
Yes,
So
yes,
the police
yes.
team can take some solace in knowing that they have dramatically reduced. And the last 2 overs totally has gone for 2 overs, 7 runs, 1 wicket. So they would want to continue on that trajectory. Junior Henry, helmet off, bright orange pad there. But Duran Benter, he's looking to continue his measly spell. First over, 1 run, 1 wicket.
Good battle going on between Benta and Junior Henry.
This one is tugged into the mid-wicket area. Mandir on the boundary. And again, maybe just a little bounce outdoing him there. And so 2 runs.
Benta is suggesting that he will conquer.
This one again is tugged into that mid-wicket. Does it have the legs to go? Yes, it does.
A
So
gallant effort by the man down at deep backward square, moving around to the cow corner, only to realize that the ball had beaten him into the boundary. Now 67, is it?
score
68.
goes up to missing something here. I have a 2 and a 4, and where did I get 65? Sorry, 69.
69.
Score goes up to 69. I made an error here. 69.
And this the 6th over?
Yes. Dot ball.
Getting accommodating bounce down there.
Here's Henry again, putting the long handle. Does it have the legs to go? It's way over, so another maximum for Henry. So Henry is not easing up.
Well, Benta did give in eventually. I thought that he would have felt that he was going to bowl over Junior Henry.
Score goes up to 75. Look like the ball has taken a little absence. So just a slight delay in retrieving the leather. Junior Henry has been pretty severe. Let me just see. He has struck 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 boundaries and 3 maximum, 3 sixes. So
58 in
52 of his 65 runs has been scored in boundaries, so he has been pretty authoritative in this innings. So, just to let our viewers know, you're watching live Sir Vivian Richards ACB Parish League competition right here, 20 over competition at the Rising Sun Playfield, and I'm in the company of my esteemed senior commentator.
Yes, John, I appreciate you not having to be reminded
So,
that those things must be attached to my name at all times, not in periods, but at all times. I'm going to suggest to the producer and the owner that it must be posted in bold letters.
it must come across the screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Just as a reminder.
Well, quite a lengthy delay. Has there been any? The ball seems
It has been retrieved.
It has been retrieved. Okay. So, who does that help, Crive? That little delay there. Who do you think that will favor? Would that favor the batsman, the bowling team, give them a chance to catch their breath from this onslaught?
The batting team, because come hell or high water, these 17 overs must be bowled. And if you have to revert to the Duckworth system, I don't think that police would have a chance. They're behind in every area possible.
So 6 overs in the bag. And the score has gone up to 76. 76 for 1. So remember, the target here is 136. So that looks like another 60 runs to be had. And another 11 overs.
No, let us go ahead and be practical. Let us go ahead and be practical. 13 overs. How many overs we have now? 7?
6 overs completed.
6 overs. So they have 7 more overs to get 60 to make sure that on the winning side of the prediction.
Well, it's Cornelius. He's going to continue trying to see if he can make a breakthrough. And that one is hit high, hard, and that's gone.
That's a lovely shot.
So Henry going down on one knee and just picking that one up for a maximum. And so 6 runs to the scorecard. So
doesn't look good at all for you, John. It's now 82. 82 for 1. Rising Sun Spartans in reply to 135 runs made by the men from the police.
well, you could see there Junior Henry having a broad smile on his face. He's really enjoying this innings thus far.
And I think that over the last couple of games that I've seen Cornelius in operation, he seems to have lost his mojo. You could have rest assured that he was going to pick up 2 or 3 wickets in his first 2 or 3 overs. I think that that mystery has definitely disappeared, at least from what I would have seen in the last 3 games.
Yeah, he has not been as productive as normally he gets the ball, he makes things happen, and he has not been able to effect that breakthrough that his skipper would so desire.
10 minutes after 5 o'clock. Pushed out to the offside by Trish. Only a single.
Yeah, but I think Trish is playing pretty good, pretty decent. He realized that Henry is seeing that ball like a breadfruit, and so he's in no rush. He just wants to turn over that strike to Henry. So
Sensible cricket. You don't have to have 2 batsmen going guns blazing.
This one is driven hard down the ground, and
It was a drop catch. Pretty straightforward. A life given to Junior Henry. He would have accepted that gracefully. That catch was actually a sitter. Went straight to him. In and out.
You've had some choice words. Well, I don't know what words. He had some words for Henry there. You know he's one that doesn't back down from a challenge. This one is driven nicely into the gap. Can they come back for two? Yes, they can. So, sensible cricket there by Trish Boston Phillip, showing his experience, his maturity. And so, another over completed in the bag. At the end of over number 7, the score is 87 for 1. And so
48 runs needed. That is by no means a mountain.
49.
They could actually put that in cruise control.
Well, police, they need to take a wicket. They're keeping their faith in Benter. He was roughed up a bit in the last over, but we know he's not one to throw in the towel very easily. Some adjustment again being made in the field. Must be pretty difficult when a batsman is really going blazing guns to set a field there for him. But they've settled on an option now as Benter comes. Yorker land delivery coming down on it hard. Chance.
Going to the boundary for 4.
So 4 runs there.
Short of the fieldsman at that wide long off. Someone with better eyes and better hands could have made a catch of it. But the youngster down on the... he would be considered real young on the wide long on boundary. Didn't even attempt to make a catch of it.
Henry moves up to 77.
Good fielding down there by the youngster on the deep long off boundary, resulting in a single.
So Henry, personal tally goes up to 78. Score is now 92 for 1.
A century must be on the cards for only 22 runs away from that landmark.
On his cannoning into the pads, trying to work that down the one side. Phillip.
John, we should be requesting, and I think that the technical director, Mark Charles, has agreed that we should have an air conditioning unit or at least a fan for the next game.
So another over completed, over number 8, and the score goes up to 92 for 1. Benter completing his 3rd overs so far, 3 overs. 3 overs, 19 runs, and he has taken the solitary wicket of Nathaniel. So Henry, as Cruyff has just initiated, 22 runs away from that landmark.
You should be able to get that easily. When I used to play, I counted every run coming off of my bat, so I didn't have to depend I had the benefit of being able to count my runs. So I didn't have to look up at the scoreboard or inquire.
And this one again is clearing the boundary. So Junior Henry is not retiring at all. He's keep going. And so Cornelius just cannot get it right. Had the drop catch off of him, but that's all a part of the game. These things will happen. You got to come back.
So is he on 84 now, John?
84, yes.
It's 16 runs for if I was in the fielding team, I would want to tell everybody that I'm tired. Not necessarily physically, but I mean, it's exhausting when you have boundaries being scored all over the grounds.
Well, in the local parlance, we would refer to that as wood poison. So Cornelius twirling the ball. Wonder what he's going through. Still has a smile on his face. Henry was eyeing this one up again, but could not get any bat onto that.
Cornelius just doesn't seem to be the same bowler that he was 2-3 years ago.
This one is right up. Good stop there by Cornelius. Was driven back firmly. And Cornelius. Here's some support going out for the bowler. This one is again driven straight down for 6. So Henry peppering the aerial route, and another maximum on the scorecard. He is into the 90s. He is 90 to be exact.
And the fielder goes after the ball. Rather, he's dejected.
Score is 104. So the 100 is up with that strike. So 104 in over number 9. So they have bettered the police team, who did it in 10 overs, and the police lost 3 wickets in the process. And Rising Sun, they've only lost the wicket of Amal Nathaniel.
So at the end of 9 overs, John?
No, the over is not completed yet. Still 2 legal deliveries to come in this over. So
The fielder takes a leisurely stroll. Probably contemplating whether or not he should retire to the hospital. Game still has to be played. The runs still have to be made.
still a game, exactly. The runs have to be made. And Henry's pushing that, exploring the chance for a single, but not there.
Silly over, though.
And then somebody decided, hey, you take this run, and now they eventually got 2. Out of nothing came 2, and couldn't get any easier than that for Mr. Henry.
Wasn't any chance of a run out. I think that the youthful exuberance by the fielder in the short cover region resulted in an easy overthrow. Goes back. Should be the end of the over.
It is.
The end of 9.
14 runs coming out of that over. So at the end of 9 overs, in pursuit of 136 for victory, the Rising Sun Spartans, they are 106 for 1. So Clive,
30 overs.
30 runs.
And if they score at the same 10 and over, my prediction again would be spot on. And I don't think, John, if my prediction is spot on that you would want to come here next week Thursday. You can ask for the day off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can excuse the senior commentator with his excitement, feeling that he's going to be spot on again after a horrendous week 2 weeks ago. He seems to be getting his groove back on, but it's Benta. He's going to be trying something here for his team, and this one is driven into the offside. This is his last over coming up for Darren Benta.
John, I think that whether or not you had good marks for history in school, I'm going to suggest to you that you're still trying, because that was about a month ago, and you're still, the ghost of last week is still haunting you. Driven down to
3 dot balls in a row, something we haven't seen. I don't think we've seen it in this innings. This is a hat trick of dot balls. We haven't seen this so far. Well, no, we did see it in the last over also. So not something that we see very frequent. But Darren Benta trying his best for his team. He's in his last over. He has a solitary wicket. And Trish now deciding to go over the top and making good connection. And so the boundaries continue, and Trish has now joined the party for his first maximum, and so the score rattles on to 112 for 1.
Well, I don't know. There must be something wrong with that ball, John, for Trish to have been able to hit it over long off. There must be something very, very special about that delivery, because it was a gentle push, and he made solid contact, and that is not usually expected of Tris Phillip. But hey, if everybody's doing it, why shouldn't I?
Join the party.
Quicker delivery. Played that and missed outside the off stump. Good comeback by Benta.
Yeah. Clive, I think the storyline here going forward in this game is, will Henry be able to get his century?
I think that's a given. That's a given. You still have about, 30 runs? What don't you?
So 10 overs in the bag, 112,
112.
chasing 136. So 24 more runs needed for victory. And the man of the hour, the man of the moment, Junior Henry, he's on 92.
And certainly the man of the match. And he should be able to get 8 out of the how many runs?
24.
24, yes.
So
I don't know if he's aware of his score. Would it be fair to tell Mentor to deliver the message that he's 8 away from the 3-figure mark?
Yes. So Darren Benta completing his quota of 4 overs. 4 overs, 25 runs, and he got 1 wicket.
Well, I'm being criticized by the owner. I don't think that he understands the game, because whether or not you're playing for the team, personal achievements do matter. So I don't know what he's saying.
So Cornelius, he's now going to go into his final over. And I guess this is unaccustomed ground for Cornelius. Normally he's in the wickets column already. He hasn't got no wicket. He's trying to see if he can change that, deny Junior Henry of reaching that landmark. Let's see what happens here. This one is hit high and hard, and it's gone over the square leg.
Again, a maximum. It was in the slot. It was pitched on or about the leg stump, and he just helped it over the square leg boundary. For 6, he's now on 98.
98.
And now the winning total has been reduced to 16, John.
Yes, the score is 118, 118. Cornelius to Henry. And Henry's turning that into the onside. Can they come back for the two? They run for one quickly. And so that must be a dreaded score to be on, Cruyff. I've never been on that score, so I can't talk the feeling. What's that feeling like when you reach the 99, Cruyff?
It was easy because you knew that you knew that you only had one run to get.
So the nervous 90s never affected you?
No.
There is an appeal, but the umpire, Scouten, who's on the square, says not out.
Junior Henry on 99. It would be interesting to know how many balls he faced, John.
I will try to add that up just to let our viewers know. We're doing the manual scoring today, so it's a little bit of a challenge. Good to have you on board, Veronique Andrew. I think that's Joel Andrew's mom. Good to have you on board. And Trisha's just...
Can you ask her why her son has been absent from the game?
He's in Jamaica.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Don't know if you are with Joel in Jamaica. And where we see Joel, we see mom. And Trish is going for a big swing there, but not coming up with anything. A field attempt at a stump in by Deron Benter, disturbing the stump, but did not have the ball in his hand. Now the dot ball to end the over, and so at the end of over number 11, in pursuit of 136 for victory, they are 119 for 1.
Did they announce that the 12 for the first 20 over?
If it's playing tonight, I guess that probably should be coming up in another hour or so. I can check. Cruyff, you did ask a question. How many deliveries? My maths gave me 38. He has faced 38 deliveries thus far. He has struck.
And that would be a striking rate of 170. John, would that be right?
He struck 11 boundaries and 7 maximums. So he's brought back the helmet. Is looks like, is that Marcelin coming from the Botanical Gardens?
Yes, an exaggerated run up.
So
This is the 11th over, John?
this is the 12th over bowling.
12 over.
A big appeal, but sounded like too noise there for me a while ago.
Let's go, Marcelin!
Here's some support.
99.
Here's some support going out for Marcelin there.
Let's go, Marcelin! He's at 99.
99 from 39 deliveries.
I think that if Henry gets 2 runs in the next delivery, then the game may be over in this
12 over.
yes.
So Marcelin bustling in. That one is pulled and it goes way over the head, and that's the maximum for 6 runs. So a wonderful century there by the opening batsman Junior Henry, facing 40 deliveries for that century, and so Cruyff, superlative innings by the young man Junior Henry.
Okay. Well, John, I think that you're moving perilously close to a magnificent prediction, because
We will not be focusing on your prediction at this moment, Cruyff. We must focus on the gentleman's innings. It was really
wonderful achievement.
wonderful.
I don't know what else you want me to say. I told you that if he scored 2 runs in the previous delivery, that we can look forward to some fireworks, and I can tell you that this game may very well be over
And he goes again. So he is having a feast. Another maximum.
Can you give us a score, John? Because I think this is
The score
very, very
is 131. 131 for one. And we're in over number.
I don't know, John. You have to tell the viewing audience what. We're still in the 12th over with 5 runs to go, and I told you right at the start of this over that the game may very well be over. So, and if I'm going to make another prediction, another maximum, the game is over.
Well, it's 136. They're 1 strike away from tying the score, and also 1 strike away from being victorious. And the mood that Junior Henry is in, let's see what happens here. This one is cracked square of the wicket, a misfield there by the fieldsman there, and so a single. So a little relief for the police team there.
Oh boy, John.
Only a single. Yeah.
John, you are shameless.
132.
The 13th over comes up. John, you are shameless. If you're not ready to concede, if you want a more accurate prediction, then you're going to have to go to Nostradamus. Or maybe you should pay a visit to Jesus Christ.
And Trish is pulling that, but not beating the fieldsman there. So a dot ball.
1 more remaining, John. So we will move into the 13th over.
Not necessarily. We're in 1 strike of completing this game. So let's see what happens here. And Trish is pulling that. Does it have the legs? Yes, it does. And so the game goes to the Rising Sun team. 4 runs behind there. And so a comprehensive victory by the... Yes, a comprehensive victory by the Rising Sun Spartans. And an excellent, wonderful performance there by Junior Henry. And so, Clive, I think you'll be going down trying to get a quick interview with the young man shortly.
And before I go,
oh yes,
John,
and your prediction
was
spot on.
All right. I want to thank you, John. And I'm getting all kinds of, big ups from the technical director. I'm awaiting one from the owner. But John, you should never bet. My advice to you, do not bet against Christ. All right? He will continue to test the temperature of the game. And once he tests the temperature of the game, he's going to come out ahead 99.9% of the time.
Okay, so...
So it's goodbye from me. I will allow John to do the final wrap on the game. John, it was nice having you in my company, not the other way around. So until we meet again next week, goodbye and God bless.
All right, thank you, Clive, as you make your way down to get a word with Junior Henry. It was a real spectacular innings there. And so I'll just give you a little rundown of the scorecard. We had Barnard and Nathaniel and Junior Henry opening the innings there, chasing 136. And from the get-go, first over was bowled by Malik Gerald. 7 runs coming off of it. And from that over, it went totally downhill for the police team as Junior Henry really got stuck in to the bowling of the police team. And so Junior Henry, from my match, making his century in 40 deliveries, and really an explosive innings there. So chasing 136, the Rising Sun Spartan they were able to make that 136 in exactly 12 overs. So that was what my senior commentator, Hilary Crive, had predicted and so done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined in the studio by the what words can I use to describe this young man today? The Centurion. Okay, so my producer, our Centurion, Junior Henry. Junior Henry, welcome to the ACB Parish League Network.
Thank you, thank you.
Century, I'm going to ask you this question. Is it your first century?
No, it's my second one. I got one last year against Mohaiko.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this one is actually my second one.
Your second century. How would you compare the both centuries as you look back?
I think this one was more destructive. The one against Mohaiko, I paced it well. But this one I just came out with from ball one to just try to finish it up in at least 10 overs.
Okay, so that was the mindset going out there, trying to complete it in 10 overs.
Yes, that was it.
Just as quickly, 136 was on the board. Yes, you spoke about the mindset. Was that a team setting, or was that was just your personal aspiration?
Actually, it was my personal aspiration because for the past, I would say for the past month or two, I think I've been in tremendous form and going inside of there with a lot of confidence. So I decided to just continue from where I've been, and after all what I've been putting in through training, I feel, I don't want to say overconfident, but the confidence is booming in. Yeah.
Well, yes, a fellow commentator, myself, and was speaking, and we were saying you seem to have been in some good form. The last innings I saw you played here, I didn't think you played last week, but the last innings you played here, you were. The pitch, how was the pitch playing?
The pitch, it's a bit slow. When I came in, I realized that from ball one, so I had to assess a bit more and play according to it, because I was expecting it to be a bit faster coming through, but from ball one I realized it's holding back a lot, so I just had to adjust.
Two landmarks. You were on 48, getting to the 50. Can you recall what was the feeling there? Did you say I'm going to continue, or you just wanted to get over that mark?
Well, approaching the half century, I really wanted to get the half century for sure. Yeah, but after the half century, I was just batting normal as usual until I heard I was a 90, and I was like, okay, I'm there for another century. So I just had to actually I ease off a bit for maybe a few balls, and then I get back going.
Yes, because we were here, there was a bit of debate in the commentary booth. Should we tell him his score? Do we want to disrupt his mindset? And then I saw someone came out, and I think they brought you that message. How did that affect your whole composure, your whole approach to the innings?
I don't think it affected me, because I have been playing in bigger leagues and stuff, and we all see our scores on the board, so it doesn't trouble me anymore. Before it used to, but now it doesn't trouble me anymore. All
right. I was just been told that these two teams are going to be coming back here again next week for the semi-final. Semi-final, Mark?
Yes.
The semi-final. So I guess you're going to ask the boss for that time off. You're going to make sure that you're here. You ain't going to miss that. But the police team, they're going to come back at you stronger and harder.
Yeah, definitely. I have to put in the off day for that game, especially again. Yeah, and I know my captain would want me to sit out, so I have to find a way to get in for that game.
Okay, while we're talking about your innings and about your team, what is the team spirit like? What's the morale in your team? You've been playing some good cricket, watching you in the Thursday League. What is like in the camp of the team?
I mean, in the camp, it's pretty cool and nice. We're there together. It's a unit, and everybody help each other. I can't say much about the team because it's just a free spirit in the team. So with that, you tend to go out and just perform and free your mind and just do what you have to do.
We saw also a couple of from here. It looks like we call it banter. I guess it's a little bantering between you and some of the opposition, the bowlers. What was that like out there? What were they saying to you? What were you saying to them?
Nah, it's just some fun times in the middle. I play with most of them, so they try to play my mind just to try to disrupt me. And like in growing up in cricket now, I have realized that speaking back and answering it, I feed off the energy. So when I answer at what they say, I feed off the energy, and it helps me to perform. Unlike where I would have stayed just trying to think it off in my mind and whatever. So I feed off the energy, and it helps me to perform even better.
That's quite interesting, because some folks will tell you block it out. Don't even listen to it. Don't hear it. But you're saying it's like a fuel for your continue progression.
Yeah, that is something that I adopt. You know, before I used to try to block it off, but it is something that I install in me. Yeah, so like I use what they say and it fuels me.
All right. Well, Junior, we want to take this opportunity to congratulate you and your team on making it to the semifinals. And so we look forward to seeing you again and wishing you all the best going forward. It was really an excellent, explosive innings. And from the entire Parish League Network, we want to wish you and your team all the best going forward.
Thank you very much.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that there was Junior Henry just coming off of a wonderful century. Said it's his second century, had a century last year against Mahaiko, but said he really enjoyed this one, really plummeting the ball all over the park. Whether you initially I said, oh, he liked the short deliveries, but he showed he had an adaptation to anything, whether it was up, it was short, good of a length, he was able to get into line, and so it was really a fantastic performance there by Junior Henry, assisting his team in eclipsing the target of 136. And so on behalf of all of my fellow commentators, we had Clement Joseph here earlier, Hilary Crife Emmanuel, I came a bit late, Leroy John Baptist, our producer, Mark Charles, Taddy Arundel, the owner, the Ayatollah, the teams, ACB Caribbean, smarter banking operations for all of us. We want to say good evening, ask everyone to stay safe, and we'll be back again right here at this same venue with the same two teams again. So this is going to be a trilogy of matches between these two teams. So far, the Rising Sun team has won both, although the first one was negated by an infringement, and so they came back and showed it was not a fluke today. And so we'll be back again next week in the ACB Sir Vivian Richards Thursday League competition, Rising Sun Spartans versus the Police. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening, and we'll see you again next week. Remember to join us on Saturday for Sports with Mandela. We'll be back here on the Parish League